What's up guys? So for this new video, I wanted to cover a park that's actually the closest to where I live. It's just a beautiful place. First off, the name is Da'an Park or Da'an Forest Park. So they have a playground, a huge playground for kids. And not to mention, of course, a roller skating rink that I've noticed kids are like trained there. It's a great platform for families to be around. Today, it was actually a lot busier than usual, which was cool. So you get to see an idea of the lively spirit that this park brings. They also have a lake with several different kinds of species. You know, I see squirrels here, different species of ducks. I also saw turtles. Yeah, and the list goes on, man. So as far as other activities that you might expect to see, they have on the outer perimeter of this park a running kind of track. Day and night, people are running on the outskirts of this park, and it's really cool. And not to mention, just outside of the park is kind of, I guess you would expect, like a bike track, basically. Because you can't bring in your bike to the park. I guess maybe it poses some danger to the pedestrians. I don't really know. It sounds counterintuitive because it's a park, but I was biking in this place and I was yelled at by a woman. At one point she's like, hey, you know, in Chinese of course, she's like, you can't, you know, ride your bike here. And then in English she's like, police, police. And I was like, what? So I went outside of the park and I asked a police officer, and he said, no, I mean, it's totally fine if you ride your bike here, that's no problem. But it turns out on the front kind of signs to the park, it shows that you can't actually ride your bike. Lots of paths to walk around. You know, of course, with that lake, you can just kind of maneuver around it, and it's, again, just beautiful. The sights here are awesome. There's plenty of open space for people to do other things other than what I've already mentioned. Like, I've seen people go for picnics, just kind of play with their dogs, train their dogs. I saw this one couple that was playing badminton together. They set up like their own personal net. I saw frisbee. Anyways, just like your typical stuff. As far as the scope, you can, like, the physical size of this place, it's like 3 baseball fields put together. Like, that's just like in and of itself like intense, guys. And so when you take like a run around here, from what I noticed when I logged it myself, maybe it's about a mile, or actually I'm sorry, a little less than a mile to go like all the way around on the outskirts of this place. The different like kinds of trees that you'll see here are so much different. The variety is crazy. Just what you get with a park like this. I also have to say, I read that this is actually the biggest park in Taipei. So that's just cool. The fact, you know, that it's a major hub in Taipei anyway, so it makes sense. It's said to act as the lungs of Taipei, is what I read about, I think on the Wikipedia or something. They have like public bathrooms, and there's also an MRT station, so that's like, you know, the transit for anyone in Taiwan. If you want to go somewhere conveniently, then you go there, and you know, it's right there next to the park. I mean, it's in the park, so that's pretty cool. And then also there is a spot for the public bike system here. I haven't talked about this yet in any of my videos. Of course, this is just my 4th video on Taiwan. I will get to that and get into more detail, but the public bike system here is called U-bikes, right? They are really convenient, honestly. Really convenient. There's plenty of stations lined out throughout Taipei, and that's, I guess, as you would expect, something that would come about. I mean, it's kind of like the city bikes that you'd see in New York. You just have to register for it, and then you grab like a card from 7-Eleven, is what I did anyways. And they have like kiosks that you can use as well to kind of set up your own account. But again, I'll do something more comprehensive on this later on. Yeah, they also have gazebos here. Actually, I see a lot of foreigners chilling out there. And you'll see a lot of the elderly kind of working out in this area. And it's cool that it's in the center of the city. On the outskirts, you have like a view of just like these beautiful, tall buildings, pretty much. Yeah, at night, man, I'm telling you, it's beautiful. Huge park, huge park. Biggest park I think I've personally been to date. So, yeah, I'm excited about it, guys. guys, that'll be it for this video. Hope you enjoyed. More from me soon. You can expect a lot of Taiwan videos. All right, guys, that'll be it. Oh, and comment below if you have any suggestions for videos or just if you want to say anything. Okay.